Hello, welcome out to a
Quibbit!
very special episode of Death Battle Cast, apparently. Hi, Torian.
I want to explain Quidditch to Chad. So,
Yes.
Quidditch
Yeah, tell me about
is a
Quidditch.
sport. I'm on the right path.
The reason why this came
I
up,
believe it's from the series Harrison Potter.
Yeah.
What?
Don't give him any
What's
even
that?
subtle clues. Real quick. No, Dorian, go. What's Quidditch
Okay,
from?
yeah,
It's
let's
a
do it.
sport. You play it with a stick.
Well, just
Hey,
Wait.
let him go.
Am I?
That's really
Let him go.
broad.
Okay,
but
it's a
you're
sport,
not
you play
wrong.
with a stick.
and technically a
So
part of
far,
that is
he's
right.
described lacrosse
Or baseball.
or
my-
baseball.
Oh my God.
Or golf.
I think I'm thinking about lacrosse.
Oh, shit.
Wait, is it the one with the broom? And they're sleeping in the thing,
No,
right?
you're thinking of curling.
Wait, stop.
Okay.
What do
giving him hints.
What do they do?
Let him go.
Quit on the
What do they do?
with the broom. They're sweeping the little puck across like an ice rink.
Yeah,
That's hockey.
That's Quidditch, everybody.
No, it's not.
that's-
He's wrong now.
It's Quidditch,
It's not
everybody.
hockey.
That's curling.
That's curling.
Curling.
Whatever.
Rocky curling.
Yes.
But what
Okay,
is
like
Quidditch?
Two different things.
Wait, back up. So what is Quidditch?
You know, Quidditch.
You can
All right.
break another chair. I have
So-
your broke ass one already.
So I seen this. They tried to explain it. It's like they set up a thing, right? It's not
What
quite
thing?
baseball, but it's like you run around in a
You have
field.
like 30 seconds because we got to get to this.
You run
actual
around.
episode.
We got like an hour.
we got a ton of shit.
You
to
run
cover.
around the field and you hit balls into stuff and people catch them.
That's generally what sports are like.
Yeah, you're just describing
Well,
general
I'm
sports.
still right though.
Except for the running. You literally don't run in Quidditch.
What do you do?
You fly.
Fly on broom.
But he's probably thinking of
Oh,
somebody
wait,
that
this is-
actually
this isn't
made
real.
him going to Quidditch. Yeah. Okay.
Some Harry Potter shit.
There we
Yeah.
go.
There you go.
That's so Harry Potter. I don't even have to think
Real quick,
about it.
and not counting the broom, do you know why you were right when you said they have a stick?
He's not
Because
gonna-
I thought
he's
it
not
was
gonna-
like
why- why would
I
you
thought it was a
ask?
baseball thing.
You're getting clues.
There's a very
Right over there.
small baseball.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway.
Brooke knows everything about Harry Potter.
Anyway, on to the actual show.
The beaters use a stick to keep the bludgers away.
Welcome.
The what? What's a bludger?
Please let me start the show.
It's like a bowling ball.
Hi, this
Please let me start the show, Tori
is a
and Chad.
show. We're starting
Welcome to
it.
the Death Battle Cast. I'm Ben, that's Sam, that's Nick, that's Fuckwad, and that's
Oh,
Chad.
Jesus. I told them I was going to fuck this up.
Yeah.
I know,
Get ready.
that's why you're here. No, that's Torian. He's a wonderful human being.
Who doesn't know what Quidditch is, which is okay.
I mean, I did.
Because it's
but
not
I
a
didn't.
real thing.
Yeah, that's right. See?
Thank you to our sponsors for this week's episode, Hims and Quip. We'll have Quip, not Equip, Quip.
Not Quip.
We'll have more info about them for you later on in the show. And today's episode of Death Battle Cast is celebrating a big milestone.
Yeah.
Episode 100. We have done 100 death battles.
That's like the biggest number there is.
Yeah.
As far as
Can
I'm
we even
concerned.
count that high? I don't know. But it also
very slowly.
just so happens to coincide, this is so perfect.
So close.
Death Battle Cast, this is episode 99.
We got
Battle
real-
Cast.
So
yeah.
close.
We got real
Almost
close.
Wait a minute.
How did that work?
99 of this show?
Yes. And you've been there for all of them.
No.
Most of them.
No.
Damn.
A lot.
I didn't know we had 99 podcasts.
We have one
But one
podcast,
pod-
but it's
yeah.
99
I know,
episodes
but
of
like
the
99
podcast.
episodes of this podcast. Man, I still feel like this is fairly new.
Anyway,
I
because of
know.
that, we're going to celebrate.
Just-
We're going to celebrate twice. So this episode's all going to be about celebrating 100 episodes of Death Battle.
Yes.
And next week we're going to celebrate 100 episodes of Death Battle Cast. So why not keep the party going?
So much
Also,
celebration.
thank you to Brooke who surprised us with champagne. Oh
You-
shit! Oh shit! That was the opposite.
You just, yeah. I love how he was like, I've never used a garden hose in my life. I'll just do this to stop it.
Also,
like a
there's like
fucking
camera
idiot.
equipment and shit around here. You just.
The least
Chad.
responsible
Almost
way.
I don't know. Just my
Okay.
default was like, stop it! And then as soon as I did, I was like, that's dumb. And then
What the hell?
You know the fucking rules they
Shut
have
up.
about getting the floors wet and shit? You just
damn.
Oh,
broadcast
yeah.
is gonna hate us.
Oh yeah, we're so much worse than Achievement Hunter.
It's not about being worse.
We're so much smaller than them, so they can get it away.
Did you guys shake it up or something beforehand? That wasn't like that was going.
No, but it was in a car getting over here. Like,
You didn't like see
Classic Chad, always trying to
In my
blame.
mind, the
other
champagne
people.
was driving the car.
Anyway.
You don't get one.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I
we
can't
have like
believe-
50 cups.
I can't
We can
believe,
make that
as much as I don't know shit about Harry Potter, I was describing a Harry Potter thing. It's crazy.
We've seen
It's 'cause
college
it
kids
happens to
play
be a
it because
phenomenon.
everybody wants Harry Potter to be real. So
I've seen
some
college
people.
kids play it.
That's exactly what I just said.
I know. I'm
Also-
asking, like, what does that mean?
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
Okay.
I thought you were telling. Never mind.
All right, we do have a lot
There's
to
actual
cover
college
this episode.
leagues for Quidditch.
Really?
yeah.
We're gonna answer questions
Mario vs.
about.
Sonic just came out. It's
Sweet.
The huge 100th episode that we did in collaboration with Blind Ferret Studios. Their second time working with us for an animation. They first did Smokey vs. McGruff, that ridiculous episode we made a year ago, and they
like my
knocked
favorite
it
one.
out of the fucking park.
Yeah, they did.
Mario vs. Sonic. If you have not seen Mario vs. Sonic, we're going to be spoiling it here. We're going to be talking in depth about questions that you guys may have had concerning the Victor, the analysis, things like that, as well as showing off some behind the scenes and maybe some other special things about the production of the episode. So, without further ado, you want to just get right into questions, guys?
Yeah, you do that. Hey, look,
cool.
paper towels.
Good.
Magic.
Where did that come from?
Harry Potter.
One of us is secretly a wizard.
Dryas Corpius or whatever the fuck.
Dryas Corpus?
I don't know.
Is that a spell?
Dry body, corpus. Isn't that
yeah.
Latin for body?
Brooke, what's the
Corpus.
dry and
Yeah.
shit spell?
What? They don't have a
Wait a minute!
I'm sure
They gotta
do.
dry their
They
own
do.
stuff with their hands?
All these fucking damp ass wizards.
Well, it's just making it worse.
What? There has to be lazy spells.
It is
Torian, did you
called
drink your
lazy
champagne already?
spells.
It is called the hot air charm.
Really?
Yes.
That's Torian's skill.
Incantation is unknown.
Hot air charm? I like the charm.
Next week, when we do our 100th episode of this, not Death Battle, can we swap places with broadcast and try and run the entire broadcast?
Yeah, that'd be
They
great.
Oh,
run
that'd
the
be
podcast?
great. We're gonna burn this place down.
Y'all can just sit out here, and then we'll just
does have
fuck
a beard.
everything up back there, I'm pretty sure. There probably won't be a show. It won't even make it live, but it sounds fun.
Before we get to the
Oh, yeah.
questions,
Torian
we gotta
already
share
drank
those.
his.
Well, that's
Was I
Chad
not supposed
already
to?
left.
No,
Where's Chad? Where did he go?
Where did he go?
he's
Yeah.
Oh,
They deserve
yes.
him too.
Broadcast
Jesus.
deserves
Yeah, they
it.
all.
I only had one though, so only
Like, I
Brian
think
got it. I'm
most of
sorry. I love you guys.
We have a whole bottle. You can come have drinks. There's cups.
Yeah.
There's disposable cups.
it might explode on you too.
Where does this paper towel keep coming from?
Gerardo.
Gerardo.
Jesus.
Replace Chad.
Let's make a cheers before we
Yes.
get like the most off track ever.
Oh, we're already there.
We're 10 minutes into the show.
you
We have
Torian already.
like
God,
talked
You
about
haven't seen nothing yet. You didn't fill mine up.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I can see the
We
remnants
have,
of
They
it.
have video evidence of you not doing it.
All right. If you've got a glass, go ahead and raise it with us. If you are under the age of 21 in the
You
States.
can have Sprite or whatever.
Sprite,
yeah.
Or water. It doesn't matter. It's a spirit thing.
Thank you guys.
Yay.
All right. Yay.
Dink,
Yeah.
dink,
Cheers,
dink,
everybody.
dink,
Close.
dink.
That's plastic, so don't worry about the noise, yo.
Congratulations, everybody, including you guys, for joining us for 100 episodes of Death Battle. This is crazy to me. Like when we first started Death Battle 8 years ago, the intention was to only do 26 episodes. Like that was the original plan. We would do one episode or one season of 13 episodes, with the finale being the original Mario vs. Sonic, and then the second season of 13 episodes, which
old
would
were
end
you?
with Goku vs. Superman and Chuck Norris versus Sega Santro and or Wiz vs. Boomstick was the plan.
How old were you
When this whole started,
when you made this show?
7 years ago, right?
it was like 8 years ago. 2010 is when I started, so
21.
I would have been 20.
I was 21.
You're 20.
He was 1 year better than
2010?
you, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
I guess I would have technically been 21 when it aired in December. But yeah, 8 years ago. It's crazy.
I was 24.
Yeah.
You're old as fuck.
20.
Old as fuck.
Anyway, what was that
Sounds like
sound?
you make.
That was Torian choking on his own laugh.
You got like
Yeah.
a beautiful family, old as fuck.
Yeah. You are old as fuck.
It sounded like he was drowning on his own spit for a second.
The
Anyway,
other day, you said something to me. Like, you complained about trying like how ugly the paint on your ceiling is. And
What?
You had to paint it because it's so high up. It's like impossible. And I was like, man, these problems.
oh,
I don't even know what
the
the paint looks
chat.
like.
And
Also, the chat just had a huge revelation. Nick, did you just fucking drink?
I might have.
Nick had a little.
I wanted more than anything for him to be like, I fucking did. Like I would have like, just lost my shit. That would have
Everybody in the chat's like, Nick just drank what? Is he drinking real champagne?
You want to explain yourself, Nick?
He drinks water?
I mean, what's to explain? Champagne is the least garbage alcohol I've ever actually had.
Nick
I've
does
had a little
that.
bit of wine before. I don't have very much, hardly ever. But champagne is mostly tolerable. It's like an inferior sparkling juice.
It's like,
Wait, so you
it's
don't
like
drink-
bad sparkling, like the sparkling
Yeah.
grape you get at Thanksgiving. It's like a
so
bad version
good.
of that.
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's still in the
You don't-
same
you don't
ballpark, so
drink
it's
it 'cause you don't
not
like the
the
way it
worst.
tastes.
How do you make it?
Is that why?
What?
You don't drink because you don't like the way it tastes. Like just.
Of what I have had, I don't like the way it tastes.
You need.
I'm also just not
He-
super
You
interested.
need like Long Island iced teas. You can't taste.
No, he could, but he doesn't want to ever get drunk.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Challenge
gonna mess you up. So
What, you're just gonna force me to? What are you gonna do?
When
Just gonna
Nick-
dart
tie me to
around
a
the
chair?
office.
When Nick was
Just try
20,
to spike everything that you consume.
when Nick
He'll
was
notice
20,
anyway.
I got him to agree that on his 21st birthday, he would have a drink with me. And so on a similar plan, I was like, you agree to a drink, but that is a broad definition.
Oh,
so I was
yeah,
joking
no.
about making him
Yeah.
like just some ridiculously stiff drink. But no, instead, we had some champagne. Yeah, champagne
Yeah.
was in the office, and we finally had our drink together. I respect
pact
the
was
morals.
sealed.
Because that's how you act like a respectable adult, by not trying to make your friends do things they don't want to do.
And like,
But Sam, you don't want to do shit ever.
Exactly.
all right,
That's why I am for not making other people do
guys,
shit.
let's go ahead and get to this Q&A real quick.
I'm watching this down with
So
George
we
drink
got
anyway.
we got a few questions from you guys on the comments, forums, things like that about Mario versus Sonic. So I'm just gonna run through these as fast as I can. We got 12 questions, which is a lot, but
Make
this is a
yourself-
very big episode, very complex episode with a lot of factors going on.
One dozen.
Answer
So-
the first question is no.
No, the first question is, so again, if you haven't seen the episode, we're about to spoil it. 3, 2, 1, spoils, here they come. In Sonic Advance, Supersonic.
Whales?
That's good.
Like of war?
yeah, I was thinking,
Yeah.
that means we get, man, you're never going to.
You know what Smog had?
In Sonic Advance, Supersonic,
spoiled.
this is question number 1, Supersonic lasts for a few days. Doesn't that mean that the time limit you gave his super forms isn't true?
A few days.
Apparently we're just wrong. Everything's wrong. Sorry, guys.
But you said we were
Might as
only
well-
playing the game.
No, I'm just kidding.
Tori
So-
was so confused. He's like, oh shit, did you just say we were wrong?
At the end of Sonic Advance 1, there is, if you do the true ending, Supersonic fights in space, and then there's an explosion when he beats Robotnik, and then he seems to not come back down to Earth. Then text comes up that says a few days later, and then he shows back up as Supersonic. This is the only time that something like this happens. Every other occasion, Supersonic is shown to have a time limit. And this is when we get into the debate of what outliers are. What
Also,
the
we don't know what happened in
And
between
I
then.
also want to say,
was getting to
whilst
that.
in
I had
space,
this whole preparation.
whilst,
Yeah, the whole thing.
whilst in space, we don't know what he was up to or how fast
what
he
I'm
was
getting to.
going. Time is relative. You dense twats.
Whoa, my God.
Okay.
Sam?
I wasn't
Hey,
going
I
to
just want
that.
to say thank you guys so much for allowing us to
No,
make this show
you're
and have
fucking
100
wrong.
episodes. It's an incredible feat. And Sam's,
Well,
don't
okay,
let Sam
here's the
wrong.
thing. Here's the thing. There is an idea that there are outliers in versus battles, right? Typically, there may be a feat that just seems too ridiculous for a character. Like everything else that they've done, it doesn't compute next to it, right? And some people who do versus debates will just automatically ignore the outlier because they're like, they shouldn't be able to do that. Right? The writer just had an off day that day. I don't really like doing that. Instead, because I don't think we can just ignore the fact that an outlier idea exists, like the feat exists. So what I try to do is figure out if there's a reason why that outlier exists. And for Supersonic in particular, that one moment, we don't see what's happening in space for those 3 to 5 days. For all we know, he found a collection of rings. For all we know, he used chaos control and went into another zone. Or for all we know, he traveled through time. Anything could have happened in that blank space that we just don't know about. So that's why we didn't consider it.
Is Sonic Advance like chronological? Is there a timeline for Sonic games?
Technically, yeah, it's a little loose, but yes. Essentially, whenever they come out in terms of date of release.
Okay.
Does 2006 take place in 2006?
Not the actual year itself,
Okay.
but 2006 Sonic would take place before Sonic Generations
Yeah.
because it was released beforehand.
all right.
Do they
I feel
ever-
better you got to say it. I was just trying
Do you
to.
remember that one time, like, he
Yes.
kissed a woman? Does that ever bring it up in
that the
Sonic's
same
world? Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
that's 06, yeah.
But yeah, I know it is. But, like, you think Tails is ever just thinking about that in, like, Sonic Generations? He's like, man, last year he kissed some lady? This is
human.
the fucking weirdest world. Like,
And that's not even the
ignore it.
first time. Back in the old days, he had the
Yeah,
girlfriend in the
yeah.
concept art.
yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah,
Now
Madonna.
Sam's thinking about it.
Sonic's a player.
I mean, well, we've already done a thing
You
on
want these chili dogs?
Sonic's
into-
influence.
Oh,
All right, second question.
with
chili
That's a
dog
good
just
one. I
needs
like
some
that.
fun.
Second question. Why didn't Mario get to use Cappy in the fight?
Why is it covered in chili?
Cappy's a separate person.
When you don't take
Cappy's-
Well, yes and no. So Cappy as a cap on Mario can count as a piece of his arsenal. Cappy as the ghost could technically be an entirely different character. It's
Yeah.
iffy whether or not that should be included, but I think it should be. And this was actually one of the toughest things about writing the fight early on, because I really wanted to include Cappy. We all wanted to
too,
include
yeah.
Cappy. The problem is that Sonic counters it. Sonic can resist mind control. He's done this multiple times. So essentially what would have happened in the fight is Mario would have just thrown the cap onto him, and Sonic would have been like, whatever, and then continue fighting. And it just would have kind of broken up the fight. And the problem is we only have 3 minutes to make a cool fight.
Especially when we're working with Blind Ferret and their incredible hand-drawn animation. We really got to stick to that because it's expensive.
Takes a lot of time to make that shit. So basically we just switched out other power-ups that would create a more exciting fight as opposed to just stopping the fight halfway through to have Sonic resist mind control. As cute as Cappy being in the fight would have been. This is a fight that has so many power-ups to think
could have
about.
shown, yeah.
Essentially, the idea was either we have the concept was when Sonic comes out of the water in the bubble shield, either that's when Mario gets the cap on him, or Mario uses the double cherry, and there's just a fight with a bunch of cat Marios.
Which is way
That
more
was
fun.
Yeah, and it was so much more fun that way. Question number 3, why did you count Mario traveling as electricity and piloting the Star Diver as his speed? We didn't. We counted it as his reaction speed, which is different from traveling speed. So you should watch the episode again, listen to that part a little
That's
closer.
good. It's saucy.
Oh, jeez.
Not as saucy as Sam
I know.
earlier.
I mean,
Man.
you
I just
follow
wanted to
up
say
everything
mean
Ben
words.
says with you
Fun.
twat.
Yeah.
What?
Number 4, how come
How
you
did
didn't
twats
calculate?
become worse than the C word? I feel
It's not.
Like. I feel like
C-word's
people
worse,
react-
Sam.
Yeah,
It's
see,
not.
I
We
thought
had this,
about
we
it.
had
but it
we had
didn't
this
go
conversation
there.
on a sudden death where we ranked the swear words.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
twat's like
oh.
the
Wait, were you not
soft
there?
C.
Oh.
Like it's the warm-up game.
Yeah.
God.
Okay. I like
All
that.
right,
That's good.
Question number 4, how come you didn't calculate Sonic's durability from when he got sucked into the black hole in Sonic Colors? Long story short, the Wisps were protecting him the whole time, so it was kind of debatable whether, well, first of all, it was kind of debatable whether or not that should have the same statistics as a real black hole, but we still did to a certain extent in the episode. But the Wisps were protecting him the whole time, so it would be a little iffy to give him that durability feat. Why didn't Hypersonic's Hyper Flash kill Mario instantly? This is a good question because we do mention the Hyper Flash in the rundown, but then it doesn't kill Mario. The Hyper Flash is such a weird power. If you guys don't remember it from the episode, it's when he turns hypersonic, he can just flash light out and it kills everything on screen. The trick is, it only kills basic enemies. It counts as
Also,
a single hit.
I believe-
if you use it against bosses, it doesn't kill them
I
instantly.
believe when he goes hypersonic, Mario isn't on screen.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, if we're playing by the rules here.
I would interpret it more that it has a limited range in terms of where it can hit. Unfortunately,
Everything the light touches, much like lying.
we
There you go. Just don't go to that shadowy place. He has guns.
we usually take
get
like
it.
cutscenes
Thanks,
and
buddy.
stuff.
That's a good joke.
The way powers are used in cutscenes over game mechanics. Tracer is a good example for that with the pulse bomb. She uses them differently in the cutscenes than they are able to be used in the game, which indicates that the game rules, those are just game mechanics. But Hypersonic never appears in anything outside of you playing as Hypersonic. So we have to take the game mechanics as the rules of the power, of what power he gets.
No other way to quantify it, basically.
Exactly. And frankly, Mario is just so fucking durable, like so fucking tough that there's no way the Flash could kill him if it can't even kill one of Robotnik's machines in one hit. It just doesn't. Question number 6, halfway through.
Oh God.
Why?
Whoa, I thought we were doing this
I
fast, Ben.
told you that we have a lot to cover.
We gotta stop.
Yeah,
I
we
said that
got-
at the very beginning.
Okay, let's get on
gotta
with
stop
it.
messing around.
All right.
Yeah. Machine gun.
Chad, do you want to answer this question?
Maybe.
Why was the fight so short?
Ooh.
Why didn't you show all the power-ups?
Ooh.
We all know Death Battle makes billions of dollars.
Ooh.
Is that really what it's?
Billions of dollars?
You should
I thought
hear
before
everyone
Fusion.
laugh.
Why don't I have any of
What
this?
is this?
in this room. Like,
Hold on. Are you holding out billions of dollars on me, Chad?
Why? A Ford Fusion.
With his champagne.
You can't even splurge on a BMW for me? 2014 Ford Fusion. It got like 60,000 miles on it, but still.
Didn't your steering wheel fall off?
I got to fix it.
If he had a couple billion more dollars, maybe he could afford a real steering wheel.
Car that was recalled for that very thing. Jesus. You money hungry, paint your ceilings? Your ceilings? Ceilings? The top part of your house?
Ceiling.
Your inside
In
roof.
your house top? Yeah.
What the hell?
You're in
I don't
this
even look
room.
at my ceiling. I don't know what's up there.
So why didn't we save up all our billions of dollars for the episode, Chad?
If it's making billions of dollars, that's news to me.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. No, it's working with Blind Ferret's great, but also, in terms of their timeline and budgeting, it's much more expensive to do hand animation. So yeah, it's very expensive, and we do need to make the episodes profitable so that everyone can get paid. And it's not billions of dollars. It's those people. You remember, like when people first started making money on the internet, and they're like, "It's $1 a view."
Exactly.
Like a million
man.
views, you get $1 million. That would be awesome.
It's more like it's $1 for 1,000 views, and that's very generous. And even then, like, I don't know if that necessarily applies to the adpocalypse happened. There's all sorts of crazy,
The rules change without anybody being told how the
Exactly.
rules are changing.
The moral of the story is that our parent company, Blue Apron,
What?
did not pay
yeah.
enough for more minutes of this crispy hand-drawn animation. Blue Apron, the food you
The
can
better way to cook. We love you, Blue Apron.
yes, we do.
If you would like any of your meals directly placed inside of our fight,
Stop!
Yeah.
we will have crispy wonton chicken.
They didn't sponsor this
It comes
cast
in a
though.
nice, little.
We will probably have to cut that now.
God damn it. All right. Moving on. Next question. You forgot to calculate Sonic's drop from orbit in Sonic Unleashed. Yeah. No, we didn't.
What the fuck is
It's just
Sonic
that it's not
Unleashed?
important. Like, if we
The
don't
werewolf one. All right.
if we don't showcase like a specific calculation, it's probably because it's just not important. If you recall from Ryu versus Jin, falling from orbit is not always necessarily gonna be super impressive. Like, for any normal person, hell yeah, that would be fucking impressive.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
Sonic is outputting 200 kilotons of force and Mario is kicking a castle with 3.5 megatons of force, dropping down and hitting the ground with 10 tons of force isn't quite so impressive.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I love that Ben's like, I've calculated that enough times. I can just
I feel
throw it
like
out
this
there."
whole segment is just him
he wrote-
against the fans.
Well,
like,
it's not-
"Guys,
it's not
me
fuck
against
you
the
what?
fans."
I know how to do my job.
No.
Fuck all of you.
No, that's Sam.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that.
But
no,
Ben's
like I
clarified,
totally
but he wrote the
understand.
episode, so he's
Yeah, I totally understand why people have questions about versus matchups.
Sure.
Like, that's the whole purpose of this, because a lot of this does come down to our opinions of how something should be analyzed. And in Death Battle, we try to do it in a way that everybody can understand, at the very least. So clarification is important.
so fuck you, Tori.
Well, until we get to questions like this, which I saw a lot of people talking about. You said Sonic has never used Chaos Control in canon, but that's not true. Why are you such terrible liars? And that's not
They're so mean to him.
not what we said.
They're so mean.
That's not what we said. We
Man,
said
this
he
is
doesn't
supposed-
use
They need to
time
be put
stop.
in their place.
There you go.
You got that.
It doesn't use time
like-
stop. And even then, that wasn't the main crux of the argument. The main crux of the argument was that Mario has a power-up that can counter that. So like 5 times out of 10, he would use his. 5 times out of 10, Sonic would use his. It evens out, cancels each other out.
also, I would like to reiterate for any people like that
You called twice.
are like that. No, but like, you could make a show too. We're not stopping you.
Ooh.
Get good if you want.
And get $1
See,
billion. And get $1 billion.
why are you such a catty bitch today? Like, this is like
I'm
celebrating
just
100
saying-
episodes.
No, I'm happy about 100 episodes.
God,
I'm just
we're almost
saying,
a half
like,
hour in. I was expecting to be done by now
If
with
you
all
think
this.
we didn't do a good enough job, please do a better job than us. And then when you do a bad job, I'll
Ooh.
call you a dirty little nerd.
Oh my God!
And,
Dirty
like, you know-
Blue Apron will never sponsor you
I'm going to be on the nice side of
or buy you.
this podcast.
This is so
I on
not
the mean
how
side? I
I
don't
pictured
wanna
this
be on the mean
episode
side.
was
Oh,
going to go.
I'm a nice side.
over here. Wait,
Yeah.
we got it.
Hey. real
Torian,
talk.
you should be over here, though. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Can I be
You
on the
switch
nice
seats.
side?
Yeah, go over there.
There we go. Perfect. All
Yeah,
right.
that's not gonna fuck with broadcast at all.
Anyway.
Like real talk though. Go make your own show.
Yeah.
No.
No, I think that's kind of a
Ooh, this is the mean side.
lame
You know what
argument,
side you're
but-
sitting on.
okay. Just let's wrap this up real fast.
Can I have my beer?
Why didn't you? why didn't you use Mario's lightspeed feats in Mario RPG and Superstar where he jumped over a laser? Which camera do I look at now? I don't even know. This one. That one. Okay. Lasers aren't always light speed. Short answer there.
Star Wars, classic example.
Exactly. We always, if some character dodges a laser or blocks a laser or whatever, we try to figure out whether or not there's evidence to suggest that that laser is light speed. Afro Samurai is an excellent example. You can look at that rundown. Question number 10, why did you ignore Sonic's airbending elemental powers?
What?
Like
What?
Sonic Wind and his
Sonic the
Cyclone
Last
attack
Airbender?
in Sonic Rush.
Sonic Wind. What the fuck is that?
I've never heard of anybody talking about this before now.
Sonic
But apparently there are a good group of people who believe that Sonic is an air elemental because he does create whirlwinds. The thing is, he does that with his speed.
Wait, in that
Right,
versus
that's it.
shit?
Yeah, have you ever felt somebody run by you or like a car drive by you? There's a gust of wind. That doesn't make them airbenders.
I'm bending.
Like,
No, that was in Sonic Battle, right?
I can kind of understand getting confused with Sonic
Yeah.
Wind because that is
Okay.
like a telekinetic thing, it looks like. He uses it on somebody who's not next to him. But that's kind of a stand-in for Chaos Spear, so I think the intention is that he's using a Chaos power.
Okay.
That's stupid.
And even then, it's multiplayer. He doesn't actually use that.
No, like that
anywhere else.
move is stupid. You gonna pour it in my beer? Like, what are you doing?
what?
We're almost done,
I'm
guys.
good.
That's my glass.
Keep
just
going.
two
keep
more. We're
going.
almost done.
Fight through.
Let's go.
Now that Sonic has won one and Mario has won one, you should do a third match where you composite all of their appearances into one, and you can see who wins 2 out of 3. That's what the first one is.
I mean,
But I think
But
also,
also-
with more material and stuff.
give us,
So like
give
include
us,
Cappy and all that.
give us another. Well, maybe episode 200. We'll
Episode 2000.
We'll do a mulligan.
We'll do Mario
It
versus
really,
Sonic.
it really sucks going forward because like, what's the next milestone? Like 150 is cool, 200 is cool, but like nothing's
I
really
consider
gonna be-
milestones every 25 episodes. To
I guess. Like, I mean, the next one I'm truly excited for is definitely episode 420. Like, that one's gonna be like, that's gonna be my magnum opus. If I'm
ready.
saying
Are
that.
you
Like,
today?
Get ready.
Who am I?
420.
What do you mean? Who am I?
What was episode?
What else would we do that episode? It's gonna be so stupid. Like,
What was episode 69?
oh fuck, we missed that one. We dropped the ball
we?
on that. Jesus Christ.
What was that
I
episode?
have no idea.
All I remember is Power
Broadcast,
Rangers,
look it up.
Power Rangers Voltron was 75. Everything else it's just a blur.
Yeah.
69. Was it some sexy shit?
Probably not.
69, I think, was Zoro versus Urza.
Ah,
Yeah, I think
it's
you're
kinda
right. Yeah.
sexy.
Oh, no. It
Oh.
was Hulk versus Doomsday.
Oh, I
Okay.
mean,
That's the sexy
That's a
one.
little strong.
Two shirtless,
Oh, fuck.
muscular.
That was the
characters.
opposite of
Yeah.
sexy. I was like working really
Okay,
hard on that.
there's one more question. Why do you guys hate Sonic so much? Sonic characters never win death battles.
Oh my God.
You ignored Archie just because you're biased and want to stir up controversy.
I feel like
We literally had Sonic win the first one.
So
my son like loves
I
Sonic.
wanted to
Like, I don't understand.
I wanted to
Like,
clarify something,
Uh-oh.
and I have something for this.
Oh shit, we got props.
Yeah.
What is this black
What's this
folder?
folder?
I got a secret folder.
It contains evil.
Okay, yes,
Like your
it does
personal
contain
documents?
evil. So, Archie Sonic. We removed Archie Sonic because, as we say in the episode, he contradicts Game Sonic quite a bit.
Oh God.
This is my issue of
yeah.
Archie Sonic, the very first one I ever had from way back in 1996. Jesus
Fuck, I
Christ.
wasn't even born yet.
This thing is.
What?
Yes, you were.
You just said. All right. I was 8. I was
remember.
6 or 7 when I got this. Right? Sonic and Archie is fucking ridiculous. So I know people are probably wondering, well, would Archie Sonic be able to beat Mario?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me just show you something that's a little ridiculous. So there's this panel
Ben's the biggest Sonic fan
where
in the world,
I
if you
grew
don't
up
know.
on Sonic as like when everybody else grew up on Mario, I grew up on Sonic. Sonic was my very first video game.
And Crush.
And Bunny Rabbit was my very first.
Oh.
Remember that? Yeah.
I do.
From Saturday AM. We had that conversation.
We did.
Yeah. Yes. So there's this page here where they're fighting these robot birds, right?
Sure.
And apparently, for some reason, if you throw salt water at them, they turn back into real birds.
Sure, why
I don't
not?
think there's any reason.
Yeah, salt water's bad for metal there.
You throw salt water at a bird and it turns back into a real bird. Anyway,
Sure.
Let me just read this for you. In order to attack a flying bird, Sonic, faster than the eye can see, scoops up a handful of seawater. Before the physics of displacement can happen, he forms it into a ball, hurls it at the oncoming bird, and it hits it squarely. Total elapsed time, I believe this was 10 trillionths of a second. If you recall from our Flash versus Quicksilver episode, Flash was ridiculous because he could think a whole thought in an attosecond, which is the fastest time that human beings can calculate right now. That feat is 2 decimal places away from an attosecond. That's how fucking fast Archie Sonic comic is, or Archie Sonic is. Like, he's ridiculous. In this comic, he blows up a whole fucking dimension.
What?
Him and Hypersonic crash into each other, and the entire fucking dimension just gets obliterated. Bam! It's gone.
Oh, never mind. There's more.
In this comic, Robo Robotnik, I think, fires a time beam or something. It's like a time. I haven't read this in years, but he fires there it is, a time beam. And Sonic,
beam of time.
in order to stop the planet from being destroyed, he straps an emerald to his back and outruns time to attract the beam. And then that's how he becomes Green-Eyed Sonic.
My question,
it makes no fucking
though,
sense.
is-
one more.
Okay.
This one's even better. In this comic, this is the last one, I promise. In this comic, some aliens show up and drop a black hole onto the planet, right?
Of course, why not?
But the black hole is, I think this is it. Yeah, it's like some dial thing, and it's like spinning.
It's like a pyramid.
So well, it's a dial on the ground and it's spinning. It's a little weird how it's drawn. But the idea is that once it spins all the way around, it'll create the full black hole and it'll suck up all the Earth. Sonic's plan to fix this is to run the opposite direction and
Some Hanna-Barbera
create
shit.
enough force to reverse the black hole in on itself.
And it works.
And it will blow up. And it works. He runs faster, several times faster than a black hole can move, I guess.
Several times faster than a black hole can suck.
And the result of this is there is a giant explosion, and Sonic is blasted 849,000 light years through space. Lands on this moon, and he's fine.
They just wrote
I don't
a
know,
number.
fine.
They just wrote a number.
He's unconscious,
Look,
but
go
the next,
back. I mean,
the next issue he wakes up and he's
not
fine.
doing good.
He's unconscious, but the next issue he wakes up and he's just fine. He's like, oh, where am I? I'm
Right.
847,000 light years away.
Hand me Ben's glass. I'm gonna get him a drink.
So-
He's so worked up about this.
I mean,
We get it. Archie Sonic is fucking crazy. But
Also, real quick,
the problem
you guys think
is,
I can make this into the broadcast studio?
Don't do that.
no,
control
don't do
room?
that.
There's-
You
don't
don't
do
fucking
that.
point it anywhere near
real
the
talk,
camera
ain't,
either.
ain't none of y'all out there who making these shows gonna have an Archie comics.
But if you do have to point
In
it at
your
the camera,
possession.
point it at the one that's
I mean,
live.
they might, I
So
don't
at
know.
least
they ain't got no
But
Archie comics.
the reason why I brought those.
They got the suits.
Oh, the lights.
The
Yeah,
reason why I
dude.
brought, don't do that. Don't
do
There's
that.
a lot of expensive
Don't
shit.
do that.
Yeah.
The reason why I brought those is because I know a lot of people grew up on the Archie
Sure.
comics.
Just stop.
And I collected those for the better part of my grade school years, right? So I understand people being passionate about like wanting to see Archie Sonic in this fight and like doing the Archie Sonic things. The problem is that it just doesn't match at all with Game Sonic, based on everything that.
Why, though, back to my question, why did you completely ignore his ability to fight all things in a pinball format?
Feel like
Stop fucking
right
pointing that
here
shit at
is
people
the
and
angle
stuff.
that I would need.
What are you doing?
Would you leave the
Yeah.
studio the way Bernie left
you
it?
just-
All right.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I thought I was on the nice side.
No, you're on the schmuck
We're in a
side.
morally ambiguous section now.
Except for Nick.
And I'm right in the
his,
middle.
His
well,
has
I'm,
no ambiguity.
I'm literally in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm the most ambiguous
Anyway.
seat.
When it
Anyway, I'm glad everybody's enjoying Mario vs. Sonic.
when it comes to this versus shit, I'm on Ben's side because he got the comics from his childhood. So he's been thinking about this shit longer than all of you.
Well, a lot of the early death battles.
What
like,
the-
whoa. Oh, you need it. Nice.
I looked for it. I
know you did.
Happy? That was
Yes.
more fun.
That's how you open
was
a bottle
great.
of
Yeah, there you go.
champagne.
That's how we keep our show.
That got an
me.
applause.
Yeah.
So a lot of the early death battles, because I only had 2 weeks to write, research, edit and animate everything were based off of characters that I had grown up with. And I used a lot of the research that I already knew about. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take a moment, Ben.
And what?
I'm just kidding.
So when we did Mario vs. Sonic, that's why we did such a broad look at those characters back then. Not just because it felt right and would appeal to more people that way, but also because like it was kind of easier in a way to get a broader idea of the characters within 2 weeks, as opposed to like really find all the specifics of one timeline or whatnot. That might not make a whole lot of sense just as I say it, but in practice it does. So that's just a thing. Anyway, how are you guys doing?
What's going on?
We don't know.
Oh yeah. Hey, what is?
No.
Well, cool. Hey, now that our first segment is over,
39 minutes in.
39 minutes in, let me take a moment and tell you. I know.
You told me this one's gonna be long.
I'm never getting back to
tell you
Gen
this
Look.
one was going to be long. I didn't think we had 12 questions. So here's the deal. When it comes to taking care of your body, it can be easy to ignore things as opposed to going to the doctor. Maybe you're embarrassed or you think that there's no solution to your problem. Well, today I want to tell you about 4hims.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sex, and sexual wellness for men. Specifically today, we're going to be talking about hair loss. I don't know if you're aware, but 66% of men start losing their hair by age 35, and Hims wants to help. They offer medical-grade solutions with real doctors, and they offer well-known generic equivalents to name-brand prescriptions to help you keep your hair. There's no waiting room, so you save time, and you get to talk with a real doctor from the comfort of your own home. You'll be connected with a certified doctor online, and after a few quick questions and review by the doctor, they can prescribe you, and it's delivered directly to your door. I've talked about this before. Hims has sponsored us a few times. I got a chance to hop on a call with one of the founders of Hims, and they definitely come from a really great place in terms of there's a lot of things that people go it goes undiagnosed or they're just too worried about getting out there. So if you guys are experiencing something like this, make sure you guys check out Hims. And as a Death Metal Cast viewer, you can get a trial month of everything you need to keep your hair for just $5 right now while supplies last. See the website for full details. Just head to 4hims.com/cast. That's 4hims.com/cast. 4hims/cast. Thanks, Hims.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be the longest episode.
Now it's time for what's going on.
What? That's not what? You could have done that now.
Nope.
No. This is the start of the segment.
Ah.
I don't know. It makes sense in my head. Whatever.
What?
All right. So this episode, we worked with Blind Ferret. We talked about that a few times. They were awesome to work with. A bunch of fun people. They were very passionate about this, which is awesome.
Yep.
And I think you can really tell from the animation just how the characters move and their facial expressions. We talked a bit about that last week. I really love what they did with this.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, here's a couple, stages of shots that will be playing in the background. But
I don't like this being directly behind
Give
me.
you a little example of like where they came from initially to like where it gets
Yeah.
eventually.
That's
because animation is a long process.
$1
I'm
billion.
still confused about which camera I'm supposed to be looking at.
I love that face. You guys can switch back if you want.
Nah, it's too much work.
Okay.
I love
Chad,
that
you wanna
he
talk a little bit
ripped
about
off
us
his
joining up with
skin. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned
we met?
before. We knew we needed to get a hand animated studio on board to do Smokey vs. McGruff since we had promised Akon back in the day. We let them choose. And we had looked at a couple different studios, and then I remembered seeing this Looking for Group video that they did called Slaughter Your World, which is really funny. You guys should go check it out. And so I suggested that to Ben, and we talked about this like last week. And so, you know, right when that went up, it was like, oh, but can they do battle animations? They had just done a new music video where they were like all fighting each other. So it was great. So we reached out, and they've been great to work with, man. They're super excited about it. And the second they finish a project, they're like, can we do another one? Like, so, yeah, it's been really awesome working with them. And they put a lot of, you can tell they really care, and they put a lot of time and a lot of effort into the animation, and it really shows.
So, Chad,
What's up?
what is your favorite part of the Mario vs. Sonic animation?
There's a couple, but I really like when it's between two, because my two favorite parts are when he rips off his skin and there's overalls underneath,
That's my favorite.
and then does the slap thing,
Come at me,
bullshit
bro.
thing, and then also the mushroom cloud, and then damn, the cat one's good too. I know I said like three parts are my favorite part, and you're trying to trap me into that.
Well,
But yeah, the mushroom cloud at the end, and then also when the multiple cats come diving in.
I ask because Blind Ferret sent over an extra special little present
What?
that I want to show everybody right now. This is their first time seeing this.
Where do I watch it? This one?
Should be right there.
Okay.
You asked for it, Tubby.
Oh man, that was awesome.
That was very gory. That was awesome.
Good.
Thank you,
That
guys.
is dope as fuck.
The tongue.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I love that a lot. I immediately went to Attack on Titan when I seen that.
Yeah.
was
Looked like
great.
the Colossal Titan.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was not what I was expecting at all.
I was not either. I just know, like, Ryan sent us an email and he's like, we did something special for you guys since you're a cast. And then Ben was like, Ryan sent you an email. I'm like, yeah. He's like, do not watch it. And I was like, okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're like seconds away from clicking on it. I'm like, don't. No. Wait.
I remember, I figured this was a trap because, like, last week I mentioned multiple things were my favorite part, and so I thought you were trying to trick me, but instead it was a nice surprise. Thanks, Blind Ferret. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, working with them was so much fun. And writing this fight, it was such a... There were a lot of different stages of this fight trying to fit as many things in. We talked about how like it's difficult to sometimes fit everything we want into a 3-minute fight. And especially with a fight like Mario Sonic, there's just so many power-ups, so many abilities. And like part of it is like, oh, Supersonic has to be there, Hypersonic has to be there. That's supposed to last for at least 50 seconds. It's like, well, do we really want to spend 50 seconds of our 3-minute fight just on one form? Like, do we want to spend time on other power-ups? So balancing all that was... When I was first writing it, I was a little concerned that it might feel a little overstuffed, or it might feel that it might feel oddly paced because of that. But damn, they did such a good job with the comedy of it.
Oh, yeah.
I think that really helped the fight
It was surprisingly
feel
like
good
violent
as you're watching.
at times too.
Oh, well, it's death battle.
Yeah, my
Sure.
favorite part is when he's like holding Sonic as a ball and like his hands are good. That part's just so
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
That's. I specifically wanted to do that because of the way Sonic beats him in the old episode,
Yeah.
which is spinning through him. But Mario's durability is so crazy that that shouldn't kill him. Against Archie Sonic, who knows? But against a game Sonic, no way. There's another video that I'd like to show off, or actually,
Well, I was gonna say,
let's.
This
bring
has
up
been
the
a very-
storyboards
yeah.
on the back here.
And let's save the look back stuff for next week.
Oh, you do? You want to
Let's
save
save
that for
the,
next
the
week?
look back stuff. So like we'll do. This has been a very Mario vs. Sonic episode. I didn't expect we were doing 12 questions, so that went on for a while, and we.
Been on the dock for the whole week.
I know, and we were messing around. But with next week, we've got a bunch of celebrating, 100 episodes. It's of Death Battle Cast, but also we got a bunch of Death Battle stuff prepped that we can show.
I was like up real late, making sure that this video was ready for today. Oh well, we'll save it for next week. All right, then I guess that wraps up our middle segment. Sam,
Is that when I get to do an ad read?
you get to do an ad read?
Yeah, I see. Oh, I just saw Chad get nervous. Oh, I love that face.
Oh,
That's
boy.
my favorite face. Let me tell you about Quip because they're a wonderful sponsor today. Y'all know it's important, brushing your teeth. Because if you lose your teeth, you can't eat, and eating is awesome.
That's true.
That's most of my argument for brushing my own teeth, really. So, how do you take care of your teeth, you might ask? Well, the best way to do that is to get Quip, right? Of course, these they're the sleekest, dopest toothbrush you've ever seen, and they have this sensitive sonic vibration, which is gentle enough, for even my sensitive gums. They're very sensitive, trust me. I got special gums. God, I love watching Chad just do this thing. It's so funny. Anyway, so because a lot of people brush way too hard, and even some electrical toothbrushes are just super, super abrasive. These toothbrushes are just extra good. And they even have pulses, which I didn't know you were supposed to brush your teeth for 2 minutes. I thought it was a minute. You're wrong. So they got 2-minute pulses or 30-second pulses in there that, make it easy to actually count and brush your teeth, which is impossible if you've ever tried to count to 2 minutes and brush your teeth. It just doesn't work. It's too hard. Let the device do it to you. Maybe that's just me, but Quip has helped me in that capacity. Yeah, because apparently 90% of people are not brushing for as long as they should be. So yeah, let Quip help you with that. To top it off, Why did I write brush daddy? That's such a funny word. This brush daddy has a multi-use cover. This cover attaches to your mirror so you don't have like desk clutter, which is one of the things that bothers me most in a bathroom. So like top notch, and it works as a to-go case for it too, which is pretty dank too. Like, I mean, if you're like us and go to cons, having a to-go case for your at-home toothbrush is awesome. So that functionality is awesome. And did I mention Quip doesn't even need like a big charger or anything. You get replacements every 3 months, and it comes with a battery, so you're just like, boop, boop, good to go for 3 months, no worrying about it. And those replacements also come with replacement heads, so you don't have to like go to the store and get like a new, that's stupid, it's 2018. Like, just let it come to your house. Why would you go to a what? No, 2018, please, get with it, okay? With Quip. Look, I've had a ton of toothbrushes in my life. I mean a ton, I'm 30, you know how old that is? Like in a toothbrush age, though, that's more. That's like 107 toothbrushes old.
What?
That's so old. And I've never had a toothbrush as sleek and nice as these Quips. Y'all hearing me on this?
Quips?
These Quips are a fine toothbrush, Torian. Don't you laugh at me. The finest of toothbrushes. And not only can you take my word for it, they're backed by over 20,000 dental professionals. So, like, if you think I might be, you know, a little ridiculous, well, let me tell you what, 20,000 dental professionals are not ridiculous. They're serious. They are professionals of dentalness, okay? It's mad legit. Anyways, to top all this off, Quip, it just starts at $25. And if you get Quip, if you go to getquip.com/cast right now, you get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/cast. So do that now. 20,000 dental professionals plus one Sam. I have teeth, all of them still, minus the wisdom teeth, because a dental professional told me to take them away. Buy the toothbrush. It's $25. It's incredible.
Every time he says Quip.
What's Quip? Get Quip.
Hey,
You're just so funny.
thanks, Quip. We appreciate it.
Your ads are way cooler than Chad's.
Thanks, Dom.
I knew that was gonna be the response.
Well, like the way you, hymns is great, but the way he's funny.
All right, thank you, Quip. Thank you very much.
I want to point this out. You called out the one instance of Brush Daddy. I took 2 of them out.
I wrote an ad read just from my heart, to be honest.
Yep.
And yeah, I didn't read it necessarily verbatim, but yeah, I guess I just took a couple of the Brush Daddies out. I must have accidentally skimmed over them.
Oh man, I'm gonna buy this thing for sure now.
I also did have a good brush boy, little slick man.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, there are a couple.
Yeah, there's a few in there.
Good.
This is great. Thanks.
Thank you, Quip.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right, before we move on to the community death battle, I believe we have some art to show off.
Oh, I know what this
Oh
is.
yeah.
Bring that up, something called crown art.
Oh, God.
Proud art?
Yeah, the internet is a terrible place.
Oh, it's the Valentine's Day.
Holy fudge.
Did you ever want to see a sexualized boomstick?
Yes.
No.
Damn, you're stacked.
You are.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Ouch.
Stacked? Of
Well, you
course.
use it in that sense? I
But
think.
yeah,
Yes.
you
Yeah, that
describing
sounds about
what?
right. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I
don't
mean,
think
that
so.
sounds right. It's just, I don't know.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
right.
Man, Wiz is thick.
Well, Anarchy Hamster, which is a great name.
Great.
Thanks so much. Not even
Dude,
Wiz and
I-
Boomstick are safe from the crown.
I like the anarchy hamster thing, but when you think about it, aren't most hamsters? Do you think they're really fucking around with law and shit? Like
No,
hamsters
they're not.
have all hamsters are probably.
If you have a creature that
well,
eats
no, they're
their
not communists. They're
It might be,
anarchists.
have you seen a herd of hamsters?
No,
What
not
does
really.
a pack of hamsters do? What
Well,
do you
see,
call a group of
What do
hamsters?
I mean,
hamsters do
if
in
you
Fight
general?
each other, right?
I don't know.
What is the
they?
purpose of it?
Is it hamsters or gerbils that are just assholes to each other?
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure all of them can and will at times eat their own babies. So
Yeah.
if you got that,
Have
yeah.
do you think you could teach
Oh, here it comes.
a hamster
Here's a
to
stupid
just
fucking
like
pun.
stir ham
What?
Hamster.
I totally,
hamster.
100% get it. When the fuck are you stirring ham?
Maybe like a ham soup.
What the fuck is a ham soup?
All you had to say was stew, and people could have gone along with it.
Yeah,
but ham
ham
soup,
soup.
it just sounds
Ham
awful.
soup sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, ham stew. That's hamster.
Ham stoop.
Who's a hamster for ham stew?
So is this another pointless animal? Hamsters?
No, I know. I think
back
I'm sure
here.
they got it. I'm sure
feed
they got a
birds.
good reason.
They don't fucking have a purpose.
They feed
No.
other animals.
A hamster?
Probably.
I bet you.
If you let a hamster on the wild, what the fuck is it gonna do?
I bet you it spreads little like small bird seeds
Small
and stuff
hamsters?
around. Like hamsters probably spread sunflower
Spores.
seeds
Like
and shit like
pollen?
that around.
They build
Yeah.
forests.
No, they're not bees, but they're gonna get it. They're gonna eat on a
No,
little
hamsters
sunflower
aren't
boy.
bees.
They're gonna do a little
They're
nom nom,
hamsters.
throw them over
But
their shoulder.
like if you're in trouble, is a hamster gonna do anything?
No,
What?
No,
No,
but
most animals won't. In
Yeah.
that case, what do you only count dogs?
But a lot of animals will. A cow will save
what?
you.
What?
I think we should move on from that point.
The one with hands.
It's a horse. Oh no, you're the house. Oh, yeah, I remembered. I'm there now.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
So
the
with hands. That's a
horses
horse.
have hands? Is that what you said?
No,
Horses are
horses
hands. It's
are
an
like
old
a giant.
debate.
hand.
The purpose of hamsters is to be they're meant to power tiny generators
Yeah.
by running on wheels.
Hamster wheels.
Like
man.
legit. Like a Tesla.
That's why we made them. Yeah.
Like a Tesla.
Have you ever looked under the hood of your car?
I don't have a Tesla. I have a Ford.
Oh, well, then that's the
because we do
problem.
not make $1
That
billion.
is-
And if we do, Chad's holding out.
Well, Bernie's got a Tesla. You can go check out
definitely
his car.
probably
Just
has a
pop it
$1
open.
billion.
Mainly hamsters running in a circle. Yeah.
Anyway, it's time for the community death battle. Let's go. So this one is Batwoman versus Spider-Woman. And as always, you can send in answers to the community death battle with hashtag DeathBattleCast on Twitter. And we've got an answer for Batwoman from Genevieve, who actually wrote a death battle. So
Oh, cool.
it's interesting. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Batwoman had special forces and West Point training. So with her crazy bat gear, like flamethrower gloves, she's so powerful, she can even throw Batman around. Kane also keeps going while drugged or after taking a hit from Falchion, a demigod, a.k.a. Catherine Kills It. All right. there's
Interesting.
Batwoman.
Flamethrower glove.
I don't remember the flamethrower gloves.
I want flamethrower gloves.
Yeah. Are we talking wrist mounted or like out of the palms? Am I going to be
Or
feeling like,
tips of the fingers.
or
Or
tips
all of them.
Oh,
Why does it
nice.
have to be?
Yeah, like
Because then your hands would just be on fire, Ben.
little jet.
But like if you have your hands flat
Oh,
and you got it
and-
coming from
and
the top,
imagine
the bottom, and the fingers.
You get the opportunity. Somebody's like, "Why do you have gloves on?" And you're just like, "I'm just trying to stay warm." Oh, fuck!
Hey,
That
you
would be
staying
awesome.
warm?
You're just thinking of all the
You
puns
just
like, let me give you a
murdering.
hand.
Yeah,
all that
yes.
shit.
The
Yeah.
gloves really, they really work for that.
Heat up your
Yeah.
ham soup.
Yeah.
All right, and we got an answer for Spider-Woman from Matthew Morrissey. And he says, I'm giving the edge to Spider-Woman. While Batwoman has access to military-grade hardware and training via her father, Spider-Woman has been trained by Hydra and S.H.I.E.L.D. from a young age. Throw in her speed, strength, and venom blasts, and it really is no contest. She does have
what are-
superpowers. It's not the same as Spider-Man.
Venom blasts?
Right, yeah.
What's that power?
She spits venom.
To the internet we go.
Spider-Woman,
Like actual venom,
Venom
like the symbiote. She spits venom
blast.
himself.
that's what I'm. Oh yeah, okay. So it comes out of her hands.
Which part? This is important.
It's the whole hand.
Just the whole hand
hand,
starts
just like a
leaking venom.
Yeah, she's just
Gross.
able to shoot venom from her hands.
Does it shoot? Like how much distance
like
do
the
we get?
like a like.
Does it leak and she has to fling it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say like.
Just
I mean,
like
there
this.
she is shooting Spider-Man with it. It's like a laser, basically.
Wait, it's
Oh.
a laser of venom?
It's sort of.
I feel like getting an HJ from either of these women would be extremely dangerous.
Why'd we have to go right there?
I didn't go right there.
That
What-
was- that's
where
like
else did you go
that's
before
like
that?
the first thing you said.
How?
It's like the first thing you said.
No, I was asking how it.
Yes, that was the first thing you asked.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we know it's on
I always
Chad's
those were
mind.
lasers, actually.
Flame,
so
well,
they're
I mean, if the flames came out your
Weird.
fingertips,
All right.
that wouldn't be a big deal. The flames came out your fingertips. You could do that.
You gave me shit and then immediately jumped on board.
Well, yeah. I mean.
Yep.
You,
I got curious.
yeah, exactly.
Welcome to my world.
Anyway, we got fire versus venom. Who wins? Not actual Venom.
Venom is
I
weak
don't
to fight.
know.
No, I'm kidding.
Batgirl.
Spider-Woman, Batwoman. We're not doing Batgirl. It's Batwoman.
Is that a different person?
Yes, this is a different person.
What the?
Played by Ruby Rose, not
It's
Ruby Rose.
before you get there, because that's going to confuse the hell out of you.
Actress
I can see
Ruby
it right
Rose.
now.
I know from Orange is. Don't come on. Come on now.
Listen, Torian,
From Orange is the New Black.
understand.
I get it.
Understand.
I watched them.
We need to make extra precautions.
She doesn't have like a
sometimes.
little Red Riding Hood skirt and scythe. I know the difference. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not for Gimli.
I'm gonna vote. I'm voting Genevieve.
We'll never forget.
So Batwoman?
Yeah.
Or just Genevieve?
Yeah.
Genevieve
Well, I
would win.
trust in her research. She's smart.
Okay. So we got two
Batwoman.
Batwomen.
They're Batwomen.
Batwomen.
Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman.
I'm thinking Spider-Woman. I got a feeling about
God,
this one.
Shit.
It comes down to you.
Fuck.
Or you can just, pull up the community vote and shirk your responsibility.
No. I'm gonna make a call.
We'll do it now.
I mean, looking back at our own Spider versus Bat death battle. Well, we actually have two.
Which one?
And the Bat wins one, and the Spider wins one. Fuck. Spider-Woman doesn't have the spider sense, as far as I know. So I'm gonna say Batwoman.
Yeah.
The spider sense really helps out with against
Spider
Bat
sense is the
characters.
biggest thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So Batwoman, maybe. Let's go ahead and bring up the poll from you guys.
Hey!
Oh shit.
Take that, Genevieve.
Oh shit.
Well, Spider-Woman wins. I mean, that wasn't, it wasn't super neck and neck, but it was kind of close. So, I don't know.
Not outside the realm of plausibility for
Yeah,
Batman. to-
Batwoman could totally win that. Whatever.
Man,
It's
all
fine.
the other Spider people are like lame, other than Spider-Man.
No, Spider-Gwen.
Miles Morales.
Cool.
Venom's cool.
Miles Morales. is
Venom,
dope, dude.
Carnage.
Well, when I say Spider-Man, I include like all the human Spider, like Miles and
Yeah.
Man
all of them.
spiders?
But like
Are you talking
anybody
about?
else that's not Spider-Man, it's kind of whack.
Oh, you mean the other characters
Yeah.
in the world? Yeah.
Like Gwen's okay, I guess. She got the little hoodie. What she need the hoodie and the mask for? How does
To
that
look
work?
awesome.
Yeah, it's just although you realistically swinging through the town, the hoodie should be falling down
Yeah.
all the time.
Like, what the-
yeah.
No, you just
Velcro,
get some.
probably.
Yeah, I was about to say Velcro or glue,
or some web.
some good tape,
She's-
or just web. Yeah,
I-
true,
that'd
yeah.
be so easy.
She needs to hide
The mask?
her mask
Okay. Right. I got you.
in bright white clothing.
Yeah, I know, right? That's kind of whack.
It is kind of
Yeah.
strange, but it's a cool looking costume.
I think that's the
Sure.
only point of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no point in being a superhero if you can't look cool doing it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for voting and submitting answers for this week's Death Battle cast. Next week,
Oh boy.
Is it something silly?
going to what?
Is it
no.
something silly?
No. We're bringing up we're pitting Archie Sonic against somebody, and I think
Uh-oh.
the best matchup for Archie Sonic might be
Archie.
Superman.
Jesus.
Archie himself,
Oh.
Flash, the
Okay.
Flash. Though I don't know which one you guys want to go with, Barry or Wally or any of the other Flashes. So I want you guys to figure that out. Which one do you think we should go with?
Probably Barry
Barry?
Allen.
Barry Allen?
Allen, yeah.
Original Flash? Okay. So Archie Sonic and all those ridiculous feats that I went over versus Barry Allen, who we actually did a death battle on that you can go check
Yeah.
out to get some early research in. And let us know who you think wins using hashtag DeathBattleCast on Twitter. And if you give a really good answer, we might feature you here. And then we'll have a poll on Twitter later on in the upcoming week as well. So you can vote on that, and then we will find out who wins between Archie Sonic and the Flash on next week's 100th Death Battle cast.
Yeah, and we have a bunch of great stuff prepared for it that totally wasn't supposed to be on this episode.
Yeah.
It's a whole look back on 100 episodes of Death Battle, and these 5 people will probably be back again. Torian, can you do that? Will that work?
I mean, I guess.
All right.
I work on a
Confirmation.
vastly more important show.
I
No.
can't.
Whoa!
Wow.
I can't wait to share. Oh, jeez.
There you go. Now you're a team owner.
Yeah, right.
I'm spending too much time with those guys. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for supporting us for 100 episodes
Yeah.
of Death Battle.
Yeah.
We can't wait to share 100.
The show's pretty great.
Thanks.
Bye.
See ya.